In this video, I will cover stereotypes for all the existing weapons in such game as Roblox Criminality. I will try to guess and describe your personality and playstyle just based on a gun or melee weapons that you like. First, we're gonna start with melees and get our way up to pistols, rifles, and explosive things, etc. So now let's stop yapping and get to the point. Probably just got it from a trash pile. I have nothing else to use besides fists, so you have to use shiv or bayonet. It may look innocent, but this weapon is deadly in hands of someone who actually knows how to use it. This small little weapon is an actual stun work machine. Once a range user has knocked you out once, then you know that you're 98% most likely dead. You're most likely trying to be a biker from Hotel Miami, and this is the closest thing you can get to a cleaver. So you try to use this to save your character, and most of the time, instead of being the biker, you're playing the dead meat, because Taiga sucks. You're most likely a whip or cosplaying some other character that wields katana. Most common ones like Devil May Cry Virgil, or Metal Gear Rising Raiden, and many more that I don't even want to know. You try to only use katana as much as you can to feel like badass main character, but most of the time you just end up dying because it is an anime and you cannot deflect bullets with katana in the hood. You definitely can't stop inspecting this thing because of this cool animation, and you also never step into actual fights, and all you do is look into the shadows and finish off barely alive people. Your mother! I don't know anyone who unironically buys and uses crowbar for like combat purposes besides for this guy. If someone must use melee like crowbars, then they're probably most likely like constantly farming and grinding saves, or they always go hunting for the airdrops. These melees are decently good, but the thing is, for some reason these melees are really unpopular. I never like, really see someone that actually mains these two siblings. If someone using any of these, then they probably got it from a red trash pile and they just decided to keep it. These weapons, like, they're good, yeah, but not good enough to waste money on. Huge majority of people who like an actual melee main will most likely be using bats as their weapon of choice, because it's only someone good and fair melee that can like try to counter a gun user. If you see someone using it, then they will kill you because they have bad aim and you can shoot them while they're running through like zombies. B. Kill them because melees are nowhere close to literal fucking firearms. People who hate world around them use this hell of a melee. I actually don't know why, but when you use it with your own hands, the hit range feels so weird, like you can't hit anyone at point blank range. But when random enemy uses it, they will knock you out with shout from like 10 stads away. People who main batons are usually seen in casual servers. Those like police or tactical avatars who walk around with their baton and pretend that they're patrolling and serving as the law, but in reality they're usually at the bottom of the food chain in the server, because the roleplay skills are useless in the actual combat.
And though I can hide my cold gaze, and you can shake my hand and feel flesh gripping yours, and maybe you can even sense our lifestyles are probably comparable, I simply am not there.
If you see someone who knows how to use fire axe, then know that you're about to receive free headless.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Chainsaw users will usually try to hide in the shadows of alleyways and dismember you on their first given opportunity, but most of the time they'll fail. There's two types of people who use this. First one is an infection melee main players who use this to buy zombies' brains easily. And people that main this in actual game, they might be quite a menace if you piss off a sledgehammer main, then expect them to return 5 minutes later running at you. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, then make sure to hit a thumbs up and maybe comment like literally anything. I actually don't care what you comment. I will heart your comment either way, even if it's some random bullshit that makes no sense. And if you actually care enough, you can subscribe as well. For you, it's one click, but for me it's motivation support. Okay, now we're gonna continue with the stereotypes. You didn't have to skip this, huh? And if you did skip, guess I'm gonna kill you. People that actually main Berettas are either new player who literally can't buy anything besides Berettas, or some insane level 200. classic and probably most popular pistol to its price and availability. Availability, I don't fucking know. People who main Glock are mostly low levels who can't buy anything else besides this. Or you just like to be simple and don't waste your money. Think they're not like others, so they try to be unique by maining Tech 9, since nobody really uses that much. If you see someone uses Tech 9, then there's like 80% chance they don't know what they're doing, and 20% chance they will burst fire you all headshots. This is basically Deagle for people that refuse to use Deagle. If you use this, then you're probably thinking that you're hidden playing a stealth game or something, but unfortunately players are not these stealth game NPCs, and using FNP won't actually make you any more silent. The most beloved and used handgun in entire criminality. Every single self-proclaimed tryhard will main Deagle because of how simple yet effective it is, with its high damage and ability to 3-type with just body shots. And if you main this, then you're most likely to be like type of person to spam easy or trash in the chat after dying. Magnum is basically Deagle's elder brother. It's also pretty common among like tryhards, except not everyone really knows how to use Magnum. But if you meet someone who actually has mastered this gun, then you better hide your head because you're about to get one tap with it. Then you become a victim of their AG montage with some shitty fun music playing in the background. You don't know how to aim, so you rely on spraying people up close with a thing. You are mentally unstable because I actually don't know who would in the right mind main this weapon. Actually, you're most likely under level 10 if you use Uzi as your main weapon, because this is the closest thing you could get that could resemble automatic rifle like M4 or something. You most likely don't have good aim either, so you rely on spraying people up close and most likely will use rage dose among Mach 10. And by the way, your favorite secondary has to be J10 or something like that. You're a big fan of spray weapons like Mach 10 and J10, but you want to be more precise, so you decide to use MP7 to less recoil and higher accuracy. Kinda same situation with MP7, you really like both SMGs and ARs, so you use UMP45 to be in between. Honestly, most of the time people who main UMP45 are not that good at the game. There's different types of people who use this gun. Can't hit shit! Aim button. Mostly it's noobs and random people who got this from trash piles who use this, but also there's a third type of people who use it unironically, and those are like bomb skeletons from Clash of Clans. Their only objective is to drink rage zones and run into a huge crowd and just blast as many people as they can before getting killed. Shotgun users will never walk in the open and usually lurk around the shadows of alleys and wait for someone unfortunate enough to walk through these alleys so they can pop out and blow their head off. That's their only pro, because in the actual combat they're gonna suck.
It's time for some criminality.
The most used weapon in entire criminality. Every single one of tryhards and spets main this rifle, or at least used to main it. And also there's like 90% chance that they're part of some criminality gang and their avatar is most likely going to have like a fully grey skin. Or instead it'll just be like a furry fanboy avatar, so only play together in their friend groups, and their entire group is not gonna be like level 80s or 100s. You probably want to use AK, but instead decided to go for M4 to be more unique. And also the thing I've noticed that majority of the time people who have M4 they never or just fight it like without anything. Like M4 users will always have some kind of armor on, or at least few friends defending them. Meanwhile AK users mostly run around naked with no protection. People who main AKM never play alone or unarmed. They love this gun way too much and they'll follow all the security measures to not lose it. And upon dying and losing the AKM, they might have a mental breakdown and die or something. You are too poor to afford Deagle, so use this instead. Otherwise, I don't know anyone would unironically use this. File users will always walk around in like full gear kit. You'll never see them without armor, and most of the time all equipment does not improve their skill that much, and they're gonna lose their entire kit before even reaching 2 kills. you are a little bastard that sits on the edge of the map or just snipes people, you're most likely playing with friends, but you always separate from them and try to be solo sniper. And by the way, the entire server hates you and will try to target you, and most likely people in real life hate you as well. You hate having fun, and everyone in the server, otherwise you wouldn't use this. Nobody really uses this as their primary, but the thing is, it's mostly used by people who are on large bounties that they do not want to give up so easily, so they will use this to like barricade themselves in armory or something, like constantly shooting gas and fire at people. You have way too much mind that you're willing to dispose and just by killing gangs. You try to use them as much as you can, so you don't regret wasting Robux on this Game Pass, especially if it gets painful if you're a standard player. People who actually main either house launcher or a snowball launcher are the second most annoying people on the server next to snipers. You will mostly encounter them in casual game, which is harassing innocent people and third parties in fights or flinging and ragdolling everyone. And another thing they really like doing is flexing how OG they are based on which version of SBL mark or Hellos mark they have. You are a very simple person who doesn't want much. You just grab Curse Dagger and run around stabbing people once and then just hide and wait for the poison to settle in and kill them. People who prefer to use Necromancer over Slayer are most likely doing it for better mobility, as Necromancer is way faster and jumps way higher than Slayer. And as well, Necromancer users will be extremely paranoid, always running around and hiding after getting a singular kill, because unlike Slayers, they have unlimited lifetime and they can just hide as much as they want. So Slayer, this is a stronger version of Necromancer. It has less mobility but deals more damage than Necro. People who use Slayer armor will have more aggressive playstyle than Necromancers, because unlike them, they got limited lifetime, so they gotta kill as many people as possible before they evaporate. Whoever uses is most likely going to be a hardcore melee main. Phalanx most likely will feel like a god with their immunity to bullets, but that overconfidence will always be their downfall, because they forget they're easily vulnerable to like literally basic melees and explosions and fires. A weapon that is made for actual maniacs, but unlike Slayers and Necromancers, Eradicator does not give you any kind of protection, so you're just like a basic human running around with an overpowered sword. If you see someone running with a huge red sword, then they will either like get insane bounty or just die after getting 2 kills. You're an admin, or someone who is lucky enough to snatch this off an admin. You really want to be an RCU so bad to the point you wasted 1k Robux on RCU kit from Temu. I don't know how people like actually waste so much money on these bundles, because El Juggernauts literally have the same fate of being spawned by the zombies and dying at the end of the day. I also wanted to be a big RCU boy, but it was 2 4s or 4 Juggernaut for 1k Robux, so we decided to buy UTS 15 instead and lose it literally the same round.
Oh my god, special thanks to Diolaxat, Retroblock, Sisyphus, Dekatsu, Plasmi, Jahi, and as well special thanks to Epic Gamer Gaming, Fingelberg, Mogan, Tashera, Wendigo, East, Toaster, 6V, Peanuts, XKid, Tasha, General Flight, Speed Life, 580, Sniper, 913, Hassan Sinki, Hayam Soon, Octa Travis, XHZ, Abby Demo, I love you, Rosemikus, and the non-funny person, forget to the membership.
Your name can join the list as well by purchasing the YouTube membership starting from like 3 USD, and it unlocks like more perks and video links, blah blah blah, you get it. Read the like more in the description. Anyways, if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment like I've said before. And if you want to participate in future videos and skits like this one, then make sure to join my Discord server. It's pretty active and I always try to interact with it, so join right now!
Oh my lord. Damn, this shit huge.
You failure cat, when I am your age, I could already speak Chinese. Look what look.